We were scheduled to deploy to Basra, Iraq, and things were really winding down in Iraq. There wasn't much going on. And then 2 months before deployment, we were shifted and they said, you guys are going to Afghanistan. Get some. This would be the most violent deployment of my 30-year career. With Task Unit Trident, we had over 340 hours of troops in contact. So the helicopters drop us off about 3 to 4 kilometers away. We patrol in. We had an element on the outside of the bazaar on one side that I was with on a little piece of high ground, and then we pushed another element up to another piece of high ground that was directly behind the bazaar and was a real dominating terrain feature and good place to go. So as that element is moving up that hill, we heard a loud boom and flash of light. One of the young men from SEAL Team 1 who'd only been in country for 72 hours, moving up onto that hill, had stepped on a pressure plate that was attached to an artillery round that was buried right below his feet. When it detonated, it took both his legs off. His abdomen was lacerated and his bowels were hanging out. But because we practiced cover and move, the 2 SEALs right next to him who weren't medics pounced on him, applied tourniquets to his stumps, got his bleeding under control, got a cravat around his bowels and wet it down with an IV bag. Our EOD guy, who was up on that hill, pulled out a metal detector and started to sweep to look for other mines, but there was so much metal on that hill, it was worthless. He tossed it, he pulls out his bayonet, and he starts to probe the ground and discovers they're in a minefield. And they start probing their way to find a safe route off that hill to get them off that hillside. Because we kept things simple, all the traffic on our radio was clear and concise. Everyone understood what they had to do and why they had to do it. Because we prioritized and executed, it was understood that we had just been compromised. The Taliban probably now knew we were here. And we automatically, our security positions adjusted their position to compensate for it. Because we practiced decentralized command, our radio men were already calling back, passing critical information on that down SEAL, and our joint tactical air controllers were looking for and surveying a landing zone for that medevac helicopter to get in and get things out. Now we got that young man out, and against all odds, he survived. But all of this stuff happened, and the task unit commander and myself had to say absolutely nothing. And as I think back on that today, it was 100% due to the fact that we'd gone through realistic, hard training, and that we were honest with our shortfalls. We conducted debriefs and we fixed things.